well, here we go with part one of the Canyonlands jacket project. So I think I've pretty much decided for sure my back of my jacket is going to be placed on the panel about like this. And I'm going to trim away all the outside border, and I'm going to use that somewhere else in the jacket. So let's talk about that first. So I'm going to go over here. Here I have my 6 panels. They're not stacked up perfectly yet, but I will be stacking them up so that I can cut strips either this way or this way to make hexagons. But to talk about what I'm going to do with the border first, I'm going to trim all of those away. I'm going to piece them together into one big piece and use that as backing for my sleeves. And so to figure out for sure if I had enough for that, what I did was just laid my sleeve templates down there. I think I'm going to make my sleeves a little bit longer, so I'm going to allow for that. And by the time I get all 6 of these sections and the side sections all pieced together, I believe I'll have enough to be the lining of my sleeves. So let's do that first. Just a quick tip here. I determined that I can salvage from the top and bottom from this panel a 4.5-inch cut strip. So I love, whenever I can, to use my Shape Cut Pro by June Taylor. And what I did was I folded the panel in half, so I have a folded right down the center. And then I'm going to go over here and look, these are 2.5-inch increments, so I am going to just use it. Number 2 things. It holds the fabric down, it cuts in place so I can cut it. Plus, I don't have to move my panel around because I'm right-handed. I can just slide the ruler down and cut the same thing over here. So let's get going on that. So I folded it in half. I want to make sure I have a straight line right on the fold so that it doesn't go all wonky. And then I'm going to look between these 2 lines, the 0 and the 5 is my target area. I want to make sure I don't get the selvage. So I'm going to cut that first. Going to get that selvage out of the way, and then I'm going to move it over 1/2 inch. Just make sure that that 1/2-inch line is right on the edge, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. Now when I cut it at the 5, because I moved it over, I end up with a nice clean 4.5-inch piece. So that is what I'm going to do on the top and bottom of all of the remaining panels, and then we'll see if here I am. We'll see if I have enough to piece together and make the lining for my sleeves. All right, gang. So I trimmed all of the borders away from all 6 of my panels, and I'm really getting itchy to start cutting up my hexagons and start sewing. But I want to talk to you about the portions that I cut off. My original plan was to leave them or use them for the sleeve lining. Well, it actually turned out to be a lot more fabric than I thought, and I laid them like this, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm kind of loving this. So I don't think I'm going to use it for lining. I think I may use it for my right front. Now these aren't stitched together, they're just laying there, so they'll shrink up a little bit when I stitch them. But I grabbed my front. I think I would do it on the right front. So I grabbed my front, and keep in mind, like I said, this is going to be, the fabric will shrink up when I stitch it all together. So this isn't quite big enough, but when I add hexagons around, I think I can fill this in the blank spots. But wouldn't this look great running right down the right front? Ooh, so rather than start stitching, I am just going to think about that a little bit while I cut up my hexagons. And this is a great example of why when anybody asks me how much did it take and the yardage and everything, you really don't know till you start getting into your project. So this is a great example. Let's just see what happens. Take care, everybody. Happy stitching.